Next on Worcester News tonight, a 2-alarm fire in the city displaces 3 people. The challenges firefighters faced battling the flames. Plus, alums respond to the College of the Holy Cross's decision to part ways with a longtime basketball coach. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. 3 people are displaced after a 2-alarm fire on Camelot Drive in Worcester Friday. When firefighters arrived, flames were shooting out of the top floor of this townhouse. According to Deputy Chief Martin Dyer, the fire started in the attic. Dyer says no one was injured, but battling fires in a complex like this presents its challenges.
Well, anytime we see townhouses like this, we get concerned about how many people are in there. Is it going to extend to the other units? You have to be real careful with the exposure protection. But the guys got right on it. We were able to nail it down real quick, so we didn't have to worry about those things.
The cause of the fire is under investigation. Students at a Central Massachusetts high school are looking to spread the word on robotics to their classmates. Members of the North Brookfield High School robotics team are in competition over the weekend with schools across the area. Our Cam Jandro is with us now with more. Cam?
Anna, the team actually just finished up their first competition. They actually got an award for how good their robot looked, and they go to a small school and they have a very small robotics team. So they're just looking to show their peers how awesome robotics can be.
Meet the Rain. She's the robot North Brookfield High School students built for the Central Massachusetts first robotics competition.
To have something like this where you have a real practical application of physics and other sciences and math and coding and computers and whatnot, it's a pretty cool way to put things together.
The school's team has only been together for 2 years, and it's made up of 3 students. The competition's goal is to inspire students to become leaders in the fields of science and technology.
Never seen it, never heard of it. It's something cool. I was really interested in it, so I wanted to stick through with it.
There's a lot of things you can do outside of just building the robot, so that's what I've been trying to do, is just help people find a role.
The team got some support from local businesses and even a small grant from NASA. This year, robots must be capable of loading cargo into a rocket.
It was definitely some trial and error. We didn't know we were doing it all, but there was a lot of resources from other teams online and stuff.
While North Brookfield may be new to competing, the team says there is more to this weekend than just winning.
Being together and doing robotics and the science, the technology, the engineering, the math, and all that, and just having fun.
Now the team will be able to compete both on Saturday and Sunday right up at Shrewsbury High School. Anna?
Thanks, Cam. Well, this week, the Worcester City Council voted against supporting a bill lowering the voting age to 16. Community activist Bill Coleman put the question to the councilors. It ended up in a 6-5 vote against. Coleman says Worcester is known around the state as a somewhat progressive city, and many cities, including Cambridge, Lowell, and New Bedford, are looking to give 16-year-olds the right to vote. He says often it's the same argument people had when they wanted to give 18-year-olds the right to vote.
But we went from 18 to, from 21 to 18. And to add 16-year-olds to the voting rolls, 16, 17-year-olds, we'd be adding about 1,700 people. And hopefully we might engage them.
Coleman says he'll be resubmitting the issue in 90 days. He says they need one more councilor to vote in favor to send it to committee. A Central Massachusetts man just became a millionaire for the second time. James Peddle of Barre's $1 million prize on the fastest road to $1 million instant ticket comes just 5 years after winning a $10 million instant ticket prize. His winning ticket was purchased at Quabbin Plaza Liquors in Barre. They'll receive a $10,000 bonus for selling the ticket. Peddle says he plans to share his good fortune with his family. The Wyman Gordon Company announces Friday they've sold their land next to Worcester's Kelly Square. The property was sold to Boston-based Madison Downtown Holdings, who is looking to redevelop the land. The project includes a new apartment complex, 2 hotels, retail space, as well as the stadium set to be the home of the Worcester Red Sox. Downtown Holdings originally signed for the land in May of 2018, but the transfer in ownership officially took place today. In a statement, Wyman Gordon says, "We're confident this transaction will result in a positive economic impact on the area for generations to come." Video posted to YouTube captures a group of college students verbally assaulting an Uber driver outside of a city bar. The Uber driver declined the Holy Cross students because the group was too big for his car. The video, which we are not airing, shows students swearing at the driver. The driver says they kicked his car and threw his CDs in the street. The college's vice president of student affairs is responding to the video, saying, "We've established standards for members in this community, including clear standards of personal conduct and behavior. Any violations of our community standards are subject to disciplinary policies and proceedings." Worcester police tell us they didn't receive a call related to the incident, but if the Uber driver does report this, it could lead to charges. Uber tells Worcester News Tonight in a statement, the treatment of this driver is completely unacceptable. Well, the Holy Cross Athletic Department announcing they're parting ways with their women's basketball coach. Bill Gibbons was the Crusaders' head coach for more than 30 years. Friday, some of his former players are reacting to the news. Our Rosalind Flaherty has the story.
For these alumni of Holy Cross's women's basketball team, the annual game at the Mercy Center in Worcester was an important part of their college careers. Friday, they came back to honor Coach Bill Gibbons, who the women say played an important role in their lives.
It was a wonderful experience. We had fun on and off the court. Every time we went on a road trip, Coach was there with his goofy humor.
One of my favorite men of all time.
Coach Gibbons was suspended from the team in January. The college cited a personnel matter. Thursday, interim director of athletics Brendan Sullivan said Gibbons would not return as head coach after 34 years leading the Crusaders women's program.
It's certainly never an easy decision. I think from an administrative standpoint, you have to focus on the best interest of the program and moving it forward. Legacies will continue to be here and be a part of the program.
Coach Gibbons released a statement saying, "Holy Cross has not allowed me to speak on this matter. I will fully explain the circumstances as soon as I can." His former players are disappointed he's gone and how the process was handled.
It's heartbreaking, particularly in the way in which it was done.
It really hurt. Coach Gibbons was amazing. The reason I loved Holy Cross, and I come back all the time.
Wearing alumni for Gibbons shirts, the women took on the Mercy Center All-Stars. The center is an adult service program helping people with developmental disabilities. They say Coach Gibbons brought them here to give back, and they want him to know they stand by him.
It was always about representing Holy Cross and giving for others and doing for others. And so in order to show him that, we learned that lesson, that we wanted to honor him in doing this and doing something we know that he taught us and he would be proud of us to keep on that tradition.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Residents in Northborough are leading a proposal to ban plastic shopping bags in town. Several surrounding communities like Shrewsbury and Westborough have already made the move. The residents say it's important for the environment. Our Olivia Lemon has the latest.
This scarf, I just felt it. It's very soft. It's super soft, and it's made from 89% post-consumer plastic soda bottles.
Northborough residents Shravya Tanakala and Jean Cahill show different items made from recycled materials. The two are hoping Northborough residents will join surrounding towns in banning single-use plastic bags.
The other towns have, made it smooth. I haven't seen any problems. It's just you notice the change.
Tanakala is also proposing a ban on styrofoam. She did the same thing last year, but the article didn't receive enough support at town meeting. She's hopeful this year, with Cahill's help, residents will vote in favor.
We need to make our recycling system as simple as anything, that this is trash and this isn't. And if it's not trash, it's recyclable.
Tom Lowe owns Lowe's Meat Market and Two Doors Away Cafe in Northborough. Both use plastic bags and styrofoam.
We use styrofoam as our to-go container because it breathes and there's vents in it. The new plastics that are out today do not have a breathable plastic.
He says if the petition is passed, the toughest part will be the added cost for his businesses.
The plastics that are available that are biodegradable and are probably in the vicinity of, like 80 cents, 90 cents per. So it's an added buck of cost to everything that you do. and that adds up at the end of the year.
Cahill and Tanakala have gone around to several businesses in Northborough to let them know of their proposed changes.
We want it to work for the town, we want it to work for the businesses, and we really want it to be a visible sign of this is how easy it is to do these kinds of things.
Lowe says while it may cost more, he's on board to help the environment.
I can understand why they would be doing it. You know, we do go through a lot of plastic bags.
Cahill and Tanakala are holding an informational meeting April 6th at the library. Residents will vote at the town meeting on April 22nd at Algonquin Regional High School. In Northborough, Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
Marijuana sales have hit nearly $59 million in just the first 4 months of legal sales in Massachusetts. But now some employees are faced with the issue of dealing with employees who legally use marijuana on their own time. Attorney Jonathan Segal says some have stopped testing their employees for the drug, while others say there should be testing on an as-need basis. He says, for example, if someone's operating heavy machinery at work, you may not want them to smoke marijuana.
When it becomes sometimes more dicey are when there are safety-sensitive positions, and employers feel that for those types of jobs, if the lingering effects of marijuana, perhaps from the previous night's use, could affect someone's reaction time and ability to be safe at work, then they might be held to a higher level.
Right now, there are no state protections in place to prevent employers from firing employees who use marijuana, and the punishment is still based on the employer.